Hi, I'm Rand.
And I'm Ken.
Welcome to our show. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, I want to look at Ren's account. And Ren has a tendency to use rares in a lot of areas of the game that you may not think of. One especially is in Arena. You don't see a lot of rares in higher end Arena, correct?
Not a lot. There's some very niche usages of a few rares, but yeah, most of the time it's all legendary or strong epics and things like that.
And so, one such champion that you may not think of when using one of these rares in the specific areas is Doomscreech.
Yes.
And today we're going to look at Classic Arena, correct? You do use him in 3x3 a lot.
Yeah, I use him mostly just in 3v3 because I don't really need him for just Arena. Because the reason I use Doomscreech is, he is part of a speed team with a defense nuke. And so, did I go past him? Is he awakened? No. Well, he should be. Okay, yeah, there he is. And I have him with Ragash, who benefits from his defense up, and I want that turn meter boost because my normal Arena team is a double turn meter boost. So I like to have a second one, and I have
By the way, I would just like to cut in and tell you that I noticed that you had turned my double nuker team on my account back into your double booster team.
Yes, and
Continue.
they own that Genbo. I get his name mixed up because Genbu was on Final Fantasy 11 that I played.
Okay, so there's a reason.
Yeah, but yeah, he's good. But anyway, so I use him in that team to get that second boost and that defensive up, and he's pretty good. As you can see, I haven't really rolled everything up to full because I'm not really putting him in for his stats per se. I'm just putting him in for that boost and for speed, and I've got him, obviously 245 speed. Trying to get him pretty fast. Yeah, okay. I haven't glyphed anything, and I may be able to add a little bit more speed and get him a little faster because I would like him a little. I'd like him as fast as I can get him, basically. But this cuts the mustard for 3v3 Arena, which is where I usually use him. So that means when we show him in Arena, because I can't do 3v3 Arena right now, we will hopefully not get completely wrecked as far as getting cut in on and turns and stuff, because I don't think he's quite tuned, but I think he'll be okay because most of the time he's in, like I said, with the double boost. And you can see why I don't want to do 3v3 right now is because I'm hoping that I can just get lucky and rank up to gold 1 and pass that stupid mission, but it's very difficult for me to do gold 1, and I'll just show you why. My teams do not consist of defenses that involve double Duchess or double Tormund or Sifi, Rhodos, Ursuga, and all the other. Yeah, I mean, because if you look at a lot of these teams, I mean, it's the same faces a lot. I mean, granted, there's some that aren't as good as others, but that's almost a mil total power there for bomb kill.
Right, and you showed me a team power that was over.
Yeah, that was over a mil. But I mean, you're looking at basically just a snapshot of most of the meta Arena, and I don't have the teams that face off against this very well
and this is
built right now.
This is just to get into gold 1.
And exactly. This is to do the missions for Ramantu, who I would love, and a lot of these teams that I can't beat include Ramantu, unfortunately. But it's one of those things. It's like I'm trying just to complete the missions in the game, and the rewards that you get along the way in the mission path are so worth doing the missions for. And that's what kills me. It's like not only can I not have Ramantu, but all of the books and shards and gems and everything else that are in those mission rewards are not there either. And so that would really help my account because I don't want to have to pay for all that stuff, and I'm not going to. So I'm basically just hoping that I can continue to farm maybe an easy win here or there this week, and hopefully have enough points that I can rank up. But I just, after what I saw last weekend trying the same thing, I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like by Saturday, I'm going to be well below the cutoff for ranking up, and so it's not going to be anything that I'm going to be happy
and that's
about.
Unfortunate. That's
So here's a team that we can go against with this Ragash nuke team, because I choose this team because
and they're very cute together.
Oh yeah, no, they do a good job together. They work well together. So
Ragash is particular. Sometimes he doesn't jive.
Well, if I can get
Oh.
the box to check. There we go. So yeah, so this team, you know, and like I said, it's not per se completely hardcore tuned, and we may not be fast enough because we've got Kymar in the lead rather
it's
than
usually a 3x3 team.
Right.
So,
well, normally I would have Arbiter as my speed lead because she's the fastest, character on my account, and so and I may end up having to switch and maybe using Doom Priest and Arbiter and Lady Kimmy and instead of Kymar. The reason why I want to try to keep this in, not Doom Priest, no, Doomscreech I meant.
Doomscreech, okay.
The reason why I want to try to keep this is because I love the reset for Kymar to keep getting those swipes, because if they don't kill them they don't die on the first one, they usually die on the second one, and so it's really works out well. So let's see if we're faster than this team with this, and this is, like I said, my 3v3 setup that's going to have
it's kind of cool trying it out
boosting and turn meter boosting in
Classic Arena.
Yeah, but yeah, and it's sometimes people like the reason why I'm using this guy is because I don't have a very strong turn meter boost and defense up type champion, because there's not a whole ton of them in the game anyway. I think there's only like one other.
The sound is on for the game a little bit.
So yeah, that first swipe and you get the stuns. Ragash is so great, but you see like Doomscreech putting that defense up, so that way I have that on
full health. The whole team.
It boosts my turn. Well, they don't get a turn, but yeah, you get that defense up, and that's what it's like. I said, it's very rare. I think, like I said, there's only one other. There's an epic, I think, that does turn meter boost plus defense if you don't have Sifi. Now, if you got Sifi, then great. I wish I had her, because that's yet another.
Is the poor man Sifi?
Well, it serves the same function. That's where she would go, would be in his spot.
Okay.
If I wanted to run, something going on. Let's see. This one let's give this one a shot here, because
okay. That's a high.
I should be faster than them.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get rid of the Warlord before he causes an issue. But this is what's becoming some of the new meta in Arena for defense. So it's not gonna be an easy fight, I don't think. But maybe
Mithril and Stone Skin.
Maybe I get lucky. But yeah, I imagine there's gonna be some Stone Skin. Oh no, just a bolster set. So that's the other
gear, yeah,
that's the other thing you see. And a lot of people are doing that because it's protected. But see, there you go. You've got 2 dead, and the revive is stunned, and so you're just waiting to come around for that second. Because thank God we killed the Warlord out the gate. Boom. And now you're just waiting for Mithrala to die. So yeah.
And Doomscreech is doing some damage.
He'll come in and hit a little bit, but again, I don't have his gear rolled up all the way. I don't have him in there to try to get much damage out of him. But I think I did try to put some.
He's doing a little. It's interesting.
A little something on him. But it was mostly I was just gearing for speed, to try to keep him, try to get him as fast as possible.
Mithrala's tanky now. She's not going down easy.
Oh, Mithrala is always going to be hard to kill. Just unless they put him in naked. Mithrala is really tough to kill. And yeah, she's awesome. She's so worth farming Hydra for. I would say, like, yeah, you got to get into Hydra just as soon as you can, but a lot of people will jump into it too early because it's difficult, and you need a good champion stable, unless you just went straight at it. But even farming straight at it on normal or hard or whatever, starting out, you're only going to be on normal for a while. It takes so long. It's not worth focusing on. Early on,
scheme,
you're just gonna,
and you can get frustrated with it.
It's just gonna be detrimental to your account. Let's see if we can beat this. This is a tough. Again, we're looking at meta type stuff that I'm fighting a lot of in 3v3 with this team. So I like to try to fight teams that are kind of tough, and this one might be. This is normally something that I wouldn't want to fight in Arena, but I'm seeing it so much in 3v3 trying to rank up into Gold 1. That it's like, well, I might as well do a little practicing and see how it goes.
Who are we fighting against?
Necrid is the one that I try to avoid, and he's in there. But you've got Arbiter in with him as well. And Solus is the best defense nuke.
Yeah,
because of that right there, and they're just
Wow.
faster than me too. So yeah, I didn't think it was going to be.
And who else? Who's the big shield there?
That's Solus.
That's Solus.
Yeah, and then Bistafus going to come in and kill us.
Oh wow.
Which is funny that they put Bistafus and Solus on the same team. Like normally you wouldn't see that because you don't need one or the other.
Your
Like
bats are
if
hanging
you've got,
around.
yeah, I'm surprised they're not. Oh my gosh,
Could we
yeah,
win
I may get a comeback here if we got to sleep, so that's good. Oh, but Kimmy got to wake her up. But here's it comes to death. I win.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I thought that you were gone. That's awesome.
Well, I definitely should have been, and that's why I say normally you don't see Solus with any other nuker because you don't need them. Solus is done. This is just a waste of a necker on an account, really.
Right.
Because the three Arbiter, Solus, and Neckard, especially with Arbiter being faster than mine, they should trio. They should be able to trio my team basically because Neckard could put Solus in protection, and they would just be impossible to kill really either one of them. But yeah, that's a struggle right there. That I actually won that. I'll take that every time.
Yeah.